Helping us to answer some of those questions tonight is attorney Buzz Jordan, who's been on the program many, many times. Buzz, we appreciate your time as always. Thank you for joining us tonight. Glad to be here. Thank you.
Hey, Buzz. Hey, buddy.
Buzz, and I'm not sure that you can hear Bill right now. He was just saying hello. But Buzz, talk about DUI cases. Do you see an uptick in the number of cases in the summertime? Just more people are out of school, maybe enjoying themselves a bit too much. Do we see an uptick in cases this time of year?
You do in the summer also when there's any kind of an event. Events at the wharf, events at Dolphin Island, holidays, you'll see an uptick in arrests for DUIs.
And, you know, we always like to explain that this isn't the roadmap to how to get out of a DUI. That's not the purpose of this. It's just to explain what people's rights are and what they should do if they were to find themselves in that situation where they've been pulled over. Maybe they've had, you know, one too many cocktails. What do you advise people who, you know, they've had a couple drinks, maybe they've had just a little bit too much to drink? What should they do in the event that they get pulled over?
Well, if they've had one or two drinks, it's probably not a bad idea to submit to what's known as the Draeger test, where you blow into a machine and it shows your blood alcohol level. If it's below a 0.08, that's good news. If it's above a 0.08, you'll probably be arrested. If it's above a 0.15, it's going to be difficult to work your case out on some kind of deferred prosecution.
So what is that? What is deferred prosecution? Is this like for first-time offense?
Usually first-time offense, and it does not involve a wreck. You've agreed to blow, and you've blown below 0.15. And so if you've done those two things, a lot of times some jurisdictions will allow you to basically enter a plea, do everything you would do if you had been convicted, and at the end of 1 year, if you've completed all the programs they want you to go to, a lot of times that DUI ticket will be dismissed and will not show up on your driving record as far as a conviction.
So how does it, if it's a first-time offense and it seems like the steps are pretty well established for you, what's the advantage to having an attorney represent you in these kinds of cases?
Well, because you may qualify for a deferred prosecution, which you probably won't know unless you have a lawyer. So it's to your advantage to always have a lawyer on a case like this, because even you could always get up to a year in jail if it's your first offense. If it's your second offense, there's a mandatory 5 days in jail. If it's a third offense, it's a mandatory 60 days in jail. If it's a fourth offense, it's a mandatory felony conviction, which could get you up to 10 years in prison. So there's all kind of penalties that could accrue based on what offense it is and how long ago the offense was. And you wouldn't know that unless you really were versed in this area of the law. I see. So they don't just lay out these steps for you. You got to kind of know the game. Buzz, is this the same on for boating as well? Is it the same limits if you're out on the water, and is it the same kind of deal where you can get the deferred prosecution for first-time offense if it's boating? They would probably operate under the same guidelines. If you did not have a wreck, and if you blew a certain level, they would probably work with you on a deferred prosecution on a boat as well.
All right. If you have any additional questions for our attorney, Buzz Jordan, you see his contact information right there on your screen, 251-432-5400. If you missed a question or want more information, head to erlawfirm.com or visit lawcall.com/mobile to watch clips of this show. Buzz, thank you so much for your time. We'll be right back after this break.